Hi guys, it's Shavanna. Good morning this early Friday. We are doing earth signs, harnessing that new moon energy. Came from last Sunday. I am going live at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to do a love forecast for this weekend. This Virgo is new moon energy all about families as well as love. So we want to be sure to cover that and get some good advice from source. So I'm going to pull the energy for the earth signs for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, of course. Ooh, let's see what energy we have for you guys in regards to the Virgo new moon. You know, Virgo new moon, she's all about, she likes organization. No clutter, time to clean ourselves up, good time to detox, come up with our processes of everything we've manifested since the beginning of the year. Kind of been a little bit of a mess. I know my life has been, especially with the death. But that's okay. We're getting over that, and we're trying to come up with some good way to move forward. Ooh, there's that one, guys. I know that I have my list written down, waiting on this Aries full moon. I am an Aries, so that's, Venus. Yes. Excellent. One more here, guys. Virgo rules Venus. That card. All right. On the bottom, we have Saturn. No surprise there. Saturn's kind of a big deal with this Aries full moon coming up. I'm going to put this here. Perfect. All right, we're going to see where this today on this Friday. She is. Venus is still in Scorpio. She's 3 degrees, 18 feet in Scorpio. We got a lot of romance going to be happening today, guys, with this Venus and Scorpio. Sweet, loving romances. I mean, we're talking poetry and flowers and everything else. So you singles out there who may be starting a date, ooh, be expecting some sweets from your sweetheart today. All right, guys. Put my hair. So Venus is a 7. Nines have been big. 5s have been big. Also, 19, 22 is the number for partnerships. Been a lot of that. Of course, with the Virgo new moon, she is all about Venus and love and families, your household, getting yourself together personally, organization, efficiency. She's going to be like helping you write your SOP for the main things you've been trying to manifest and create for yourselves, your goals and things you're wanting in your life with this energy. Now, I know she's going to be moving, and the moon is moving into Libra, and it should be in Libra at this point, which is wonderful. Libra is about finding balance and fairness in the situation, and brings that energy to you as well, making sure that you're looking around you and seeing what is imbalanced in the situation, what you may need to shed with this Aries full moon coming up on the 25th. And we have in Venus. Venus is, of course, associated with Venus, the goddess of love, fertility, and beauty. Venus is all about what you value, such as money and possessions, but also about your ideals. Love and relationships and partnerships are also indicated if the Venus card is revealed. And our Saturn energy is, of course, associated with Saturn. You know, it's all about drive. He's the taskmaster. Taskmaster. He pushes us to feel ambition and set and achieve goals, create secure lives. And when we undertake these tasks, we usually learn important lessons through facing our challenges. And that did happen a lot for the water signs. And even pull the water sign. The water signs right now so far have had the biggest challenges personally to deal with. Not so far, because now we're doing your Earth. Of course, this is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I love that Venus energy came out for Virgo, being it's Virgo season. We'll be slipping into Libra season very shortly. I'm going to move that lapis over there. And you see, I have all my rocks and crystals and all that good stuff. I've already called in our help and blessed the altar here. You know, I really do appreciate everybody's patience through the grieving process that I had. I'm trying to get my momentum back, trying to do these live forecasts instead, see what happens, since I do have such trouble getting the uploads to happen. We have a mountain internet, and it's not the best. But you know what? We're going to go forward with this stuff. Okay, we're going to pull the cards now for what you're to do and work on per the energy of the Virgo new moon. We're going to pull a card to see what your challenges have been. Earth signs. I know my challenges for sure. There's just been a lot. And this, planetarily, this season has been, or this year has been just hard. Nine of Fire. So that's been your past challenges. Set these down here. I am using, catch fire here, The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and also The Lost Tarot of Nostradamus by John Matthews and Will Kingan. And that's been really super great. These two work really well together. They're new decks for me, so we're learning together, but they have been fantastic in reading for sure. Now, your past challenges have been Nine of Fire. Fire is an association to Wands. It's, of course, the movement and the action that you've been needing to take, and the manifestation of your main goals that your guides and spirit have been wanting you to work on this year. And your challenges have been caution, uncertainty, and reevaluating circumstances. I need to stop and wait and look around me. You guys got to do that. We have to stop and wait and look around you before proceeding further. Your uncertainty is your inner wisdom telling you to bring illumination to the situation, to allow insights to arise before you take any further steps. Questioning is good. You should look carefully to see if a different path may be right for you at this point, Earth signs. Okay, well, wow. And she's almost on here manifesting a new path. And don't get down about that. Some things work and some things don't. Everything changes every single day. Our circumstances, how we proceed, where we go about handling ourselves, something can just die off and another thing is going to be created. It's either already created for you and it needs to be illuminated for you to see synchronicities from your guides to help you capture that path. But right here, it looks like she's manifesting her new path. And she's doing it with a smile on her face. Even though it seems cloudy, there is this sense of needing to go into meditation. As you can see, she has the darkness right here at her core. Maybe do some chakra work on that root chakra. It's just the path that you're on right now isn't working. It just isn't working. So let's find out why. Clarifier here through the Luster Nostrum. Ooh, gosh, wow. Okay. Well, guys, you have 3 cards coming up here. We have the Cardinal, the 8 of Stars, and that looks like Gemini, and Jupiter, and some of that Jupiter energy. And the Page of Suns, and this, of course, an 11 card. And if this is in regards to a partnership or love relation, yes, we're talking about we need a new path. We need a new path, guys. And this page here is the messenger of setting yourself on to a new path. As you can see, his basket is empty. The trees, leaves have fallen off. A little scorn, little look on his face. I know you guys have been working hard, but you know what? This Virgo new moon is the mother telling you it's not working. We've got to change something. So this is figuring us out why it's not working. So let's go to the book here and pull, and this is also cardinal with the stars. And as you can see, they are all looking up. The sheep has the head of the Pope on there. And these are really good because they come with quatrains that actually they match them with Nostradamus's quatrains. Super cool, super cool. Let's go on here and see what the stars have to say. Start with the 12 of Swords. All right, Cardinal of Stars. And this is this couplet that comes with it. The insane rage of furious strife will cause dining brothers to flash their blades. Maybe some backstabbing going on here, guys. The Cardinal is the Knight of the Stars and represented by one of the most powerful figures in history of the Roman Catholic Church. His name is Armand Juan Duplessis, better known as Cardinal Richelieu. This was in 1585 to 1642. Since his appearance in Dumas' novel The Three Musketeers, his name has become synonymous with the secret power, overwhelming arrogance, and vaunting ambition. Though born of a poor family, his ambition drove him to rise to a position of authority, and he came to serve the daughter of Nostradamus' patron, Marie de Medici, and despite a difficult relationship with Pope Urban VIII, he was much respected by Rome. Here, the imagery of the Lost Book shows a row of cardinals watching over a strange creature with the head of a crowned man. Boom. This suggests the power of the papal courts over the rules of the West. Maybe it's just saying, hey, nothing you did, boo. I mean, it's just, this is where I need you to go now. I'm still kind of getting a pull to some, maybe a little sabotage going on in your process. And we'll see what the rest of the cards say to this. The Knight is a good person to have on your side in a tight spot. Yet he can be ruthless and determined and knows no boundaries. His strength is great, but is often accompanied by a wildness and lack of discipline that can make him seem out of control. There's also a sense of innocence about him. These qualities may be present in the issue you are concerned with and apply just as much to your own actions. Now, don't get too carried away in your eagerness to win. So, and we don't do reversal, so I'm not going to read the reversal on here, but this is about bravery, skill, strength, and heroic action. Almost maybe being a little too careless or not disciplined enough, not connecting enough to what is being said to you, maybe in your dreams, or because basically, with this cardinal over here lopping off the cardinals in the red, lopping off the king's head to put on to the lamb, is basically saying, hey, because of what's going on, I'm just like, we need to get on another path. This is not working with the energy you're providing in the situation. Kind of feeling like some messages have been missed by source or your guides whenever you're in meditation or sleep. And that's maybe while there's a stasis, there's like static. It's like no movement has been happening or occurring in the goal that you had set for yourself. So now we're also going to go to the 8 of Stars and see what that has to say. And this is the couplet for that. Through great dangers, the captive escapes. Quite soon, your fortune will be changed. And as you see the fortress, and there's lots of people inside of that fortress, talks about Gemini and Jupiter as well. So we really touch on those planetary elements and see what's up with that. So it's sometimes said that the best way to hold someone in thrall is by suggesting that they're an impossible place to escape from, when in fact they are free to walk away. Perhaps here we may think of the series of carcerate prisons, of course, etchings from like Giovanni Piranesi in like 1720 to 1778, in which the sheer vastness of the prisons and such that those kept in those prisons are so daunted that they don't actually seek to escape. There's an astrological influence from Jupiter, who, as father of the gods, administered the rule of law. Now, Nostradamus' imagery shows a city filled with soldiers unable to leave, even though the gate is open. So the interpretation of this card, and we're definitely going to hit on that Jupiter and where Jupiter is right now. In this card, we see ourselves tied at the hands and feet, prevented from moving in any direction, sometimes held up to ridicule in a work situation. Tasks may be delayed or affected by criticism or condemnation by a superior. There's that backstabbing. There's that what I'm talking about. You're just in a situation that you cannot win. You cannot beat this because this is a superior who may be backbiting you, or maybe stealing your work or stealing your ideas and thoughts. Just overall sabotage. Somebody really has it out for earth signs, Virgo, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. My goodness, you guys, so sorry for that. Health-wise, it suggests an illness that keeps you at home as well, but this situation may also be perpetuating your illness. So we're going to definitely be looking at that. Yet it will often prove to be you who is holding yourself back. And if you can weather the storm, you will find a way forward. In reverse, we won't be reading those. So this is about criticism, crisis, blame, censure, condemnation, illness, blindfold. Yeah, somebody's definitely backbiting you for sure. And the energy here isn't one of, the energy here is saying, we've opened that door for you. We need you to listen to us and find that other side of you. Like that's where the Gemini is there. I'm going to read about the Jupiter influence there. And walk out that door. This is not good for you. You are ill. We need you. You deserve to be happy. You don't deserve this at all. This is not something that's going to correct itself or be okay. We're not okay with it. You stop being okay with it. Be brave. This is what this is about. You need to be brave as well. And having some of that, the reckless energy that may have caused some of this situation, that may just be who you are as a person. And you should always be who you are as a person. You just find the right fit for your employment situation. And if this is a relationship, that as well. But also have the courage, use this energy that you were in, that you did putting into the position and or relationship, and find your way out of it. And Source is going to provide you with that way. You would not be here right now on this reading if this wasn't meant for you, and if they weren't going to be of assistance and help illuminate the way for you. They really want you to grab that Saturn energy as well, and just have that ambition to get out there and be brave and be strong and get yourself out of this situation. That's just, what do you do, right? These situations, they're just always going to happen. A lot of times it's because somebody else doesn't have the self-esteem and or they find themselves in a sticky position. They have somebody to blame because they're trying to save their own job, or trying to, if it's a relationship, they're just trying to finger point at you to harness some of the blame of their bad behavior or bad way of handling the relationship, maybe the communication, promises that have not been kept. Either way, Earth signs, you got to find a new path. So I'm going to get on to, let's figure out what's going on with Jupiter today. Jupiter Jupiter's in Scorpio as well. And Scorpio is some tricky energy. And then we also have Gemini being listed here. And there's absolutely nothing in Gemini. What is coming into Gemini? This could be an indication of some energy that you could harness in helping you walk out that door. And that would be Juno. Okay, so we're going to go see what we can find out about Jupiter energy in Scorpio. So Jupiter in Scorpio, and it'll be coming out of Scorpio. It's been in Scorpio since October 10th, 2017. So this is about growth cycles. And because this is getting ready to come out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius, the cycle of this energy is ending, and you're just a part of that, because it's going into Taurus, or Taurus energy. I don't know why I've got that Taurus energy. Maybe this is more specific to Taurus, but take this as it resonates. Just general. Yeah, it's just ending its growth cycle here. This has just come to an end. This journey that you're on, either with this person or this job, is just coming to the end. The Jupiter energy is leaving, and it's naturally just come to its fruition. And Scorpio does have its extreme kind of style. It is ruled by Mars. Mars and Saturn kind of don't get along very much at all. They're just, it does reveal the mystery in all things. Maybe it does reveal why you just could not become successful here. You just need to, even though through this darkness, find your healing. Right before this energy leaves would be kind of a good time to, like on Samhain, I don't know how spiritual everybody is or where they are in their process, if you're Wiccan, if you're a witch, or just love Halloween. this would be a really good time to try to harness the upcoming energy that Jupiter is entering so you can find your new beginning as well. I mean, it may take you just as long as that to get through this door and really start paying attention to your meditations to figure out where that should be, because they want the highest good for you. And this obviously is not good. This was supposed to increase your life in some way, not decrease. And it sure did, didn't it? With somebody who's just backbiting and blaming and finger pointing. It's crazy that, Jupiter's about growth and just giving and increasing and expanding. It's just terrible what's going on for you guys. I feel so cold. I feel so bad for you. But what they are saying here about this Jupiter energy that's getting ready to leave Scorpio is that if it's not harnessed by some kind of discipline, which is indicated here, that there's a little bit of wildness going on, lack of discipline, you've been sick a lot, you have had a hard time drumming up the strength to move forward and just give this your absolute all. This probably was a life lesson for you, and it just wasn't grasped. It just wasn't grasped. So you know what? They're okay with that. That's okay. There's another way to learn your lesson. Just understand that maybe and take accountability somewhat for where you're at right now in this position, either a personal relationship of yours, a friend, a lover, a romantic partner, husband, whatever, work, and know that because the Jupiter energy was not handled correctly in this situation, that's why this was so important, that it's just done. This is what happens. This is free will, of course, and that's okay. We're going to find a new path. No big deal. Just next time, really go within, seek source better, especially if you're becoming ill and trying to figure out what it is. A lot of times we don't want to take accountability and we're sick, and they will tell us what's going on and what we need to do to get better. And right now, the only thing you can do to get better now is to walk out that door. All right, and the last card in the situation is the Page. Page of Suns. This Lost Tarot of Nostradamus is really a fun new way of doing tarot. I kind of needed to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I've been challenged by my guides and source to do that. And so I'm diving into some decks that I don't necessarily am familiar with, and I'm growing into familiarity doing these readings for y'all. Namaste, by the way. Page of Suns, the couple, and this one is: a simple soldier will attain an empire. He will graduate from a short tunic to a long robe. Hey, you know what? That's a sign of awesomeness. That's a good sign, saying, hey, you know what? We're going to tell you what you did wrong here. We're going to tell you how you need to do better. We want you to take accountability, maybe go into meditation. This and release on the full moon would be a good time to do that. Set yourself goals and promise yourself that you're going to work a little harder and kind of in your next experience, your next journey or opportunity, which is they're saying this: hey, you're going from this situation, from being in a lower part, lower position and or just lower vibrational situation, either in the relationship or workforce area. And I'm thinking this really is more about the partnership and work than it is right now for a relationship for me. But they're saying, hey, you're going to graduate and have a position in a job that's going to make you somebody. You're going to become somebody on this, but you're going to have to do the work and, kind of abide by some of the rules and have some self-discipline. Know that this is going to be a golden opportunity for you that they're bringing. It's 11 now. that's a good number. That's the number of partnerships. And if it's romantic love, it's the number of twin flames. So, all right. Page is often the bearer of news, generally a fabulous, an extraordinary kind. Can also be the message as well as the messenger. Although, as with all 4 pages in the deck, we have attributed no specific character to the card. It could represent any genius or extraordinary person with whom we come into contact. So that's a hint. Now, if you know somebody like this, they may be the key to your new path, to your new opportunity, or watch out for this person coming into your life. Historically, we may think of Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo, wayward geniuses who changed the world, but were difficult and at times dangerous men. And maybe he's talking about you, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm going to say they're probably talking about you just because of the indication of the 12 here and the cardinal cards and the energy that comes along with this card. So they're saying your new opportunity is going to be manifested by you. Again, back to the 9 card, as I saw her manifesting her new path. You're going to have to do the work. This is the hard discipline. This is the hard work of Venus and Saturn as well. Saturn is trying to give you that drive to do just that. Wants you to be the goal setter, wants you to reach for it, really go for it. These two are coupled together very nicely. With your energy, earth signs, you're gonna need to manifest that new path. And trust me, when you find it and when you manifest it and when you go within and when you release and hold yourself accountable, really find a way to walk out that door. They don't want you to walk out right now. They want you to have some discipline in staying there until this new path opens up for you. We're at the 9 now. We're not quite to the completion. This is the completion of where you're at. Where you're at is dead and gone and dead. You need to find a new one. You need to find a new job, or you need to find a new way out of this and go about your life in a different way as far as relationships are concerned. But yeah, because when you do that, you do all of this that they're asking you to do. Really pay attention to the synchronicities and signs. There's a cloudy day out there, but that cloudy day will come. Sunshine will happen again. This is going to be awesome and extraordinary opportunity for you. Absolutely. So I'm going to pull another clarifier to say what specifically they want you to do in getting the forward movement into creating this path. So that you can walk out those doors, because you've got yourself in a pretty toxic situation, earth signs, not good. All right. And we've got transformation. As you see, she is holding this in her hands. She's holding the dead ash. And as you see the clouds behind her, this is actually the same girl with the same cave. This is just what happens after. As you can see, they're in the same spot. And it seems really, really cloudy. So know that it's going to get worse, okay, where you're at. But you're not going to worry about it because you are manifesting your new path. And you have your elementals and your guides and your angels. They will be there helping you do that. You're going to need to go within, meditate, write down your dreams, take any signs and synchronicities you can as clues, try to piece them together, go to your readers, seek all the help you can to get out of this situation. As you see, it's going to get really, really, really dark. She holds the ashes in her hands, and just through thought, her alone, the phoenix is rising. She has at least started the manifestation of what she's trying to create here. Pull my cards are back onto the table here, so let me read about that. I am channeling very much. I've been able to channel these cards here, the good tarot, pretty well. and do my intuitiveness on them. The Nostradamus is just a little trickier because of all the little couplets or couplets that come with them, the little sayings. Being a little less familiar with the history of the papal system that was present during Nostradamus's times, but it's fun, and it's great to kind of see the tie-in from like the Rider Waite tarot. For sure, it's just so different, and that's what I really love, because I was challenged to step outside the box. Oh, I think. Okay. So transformation. All right, Earth signs, this is what they're saying specifically you need to do to start your process of walking out that door, because it is gonna get worse, and you may need to work a little harder than before Samhain to get yourself out of that. Well, it is just a month. Most people do have to give a 2-week notice. So keep that in mind. You do want to be a professional in this situation. You always want to hold yourself, and Virgo's about that too, about integrity and ethics. Just be clean about it. So nothing remains the same. I need to accept that life evolves through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Now is a time of transition as things are changing from one form to another. I need to allow this to happen for the highest good, and I am called to let the old go so I can welcome the new. So basically, you need to get into that mindset just like her. Just through her thought, she was able to start her process, and that's basically by letting go of the fact that there's nothing you can do. Of course, be upset about the situation. You absolutely have the right to be with somebody who's done this, but you know how you do that is you just take your accountability, realize that this is a life cycle. This energy is dead and gone in this opportunity. It's time to move on. You need to clear your head, go to your guides, start thinking of, just start picturing yourself leaving this position and the kind of position you would like to have, and make it spectacular, because that's what they want for you. You have this awesomeness about you and your energy, the wildness, that just wasn't coupled right with this job opportunity and was not working with that Jupiter energy that was in Scorpio. So really think about what it is you would like to do that is going to be a good fit for your personality, your talents, your skill set, and start yourself on that path of getting out. But you really do need to get out. Try to get out as soon as October 31st. Okay. Now I'm going to pull one that's basically, oops. I'm really concerned about the illness. So I do believe in, as what I feel is the stress of the job and just the unhappiness in the position. It just wasn't a good fit. You weren't right there. You weren't feeling good. Let's get some validation for the illness. What is causing the sickness? 2 of water. Well, now, look at this little card. There's the fishies. Little goldfish in the water. 2 of water. This is definitely indicating that partnership. And read what this is about. They're just, for me, this partnership, they're kind of just not swimming together. You know, they each are looking a different way, kind of in their own little worlds, not paying too much attention to one another. I don't know if there just wasn't the ability to grow the partnership, or this is the actions of both parties involved, but they're just swimming away from each other. Now, the good tarot says this. Harmonious partnerships, loving and lasting relationships, heart connection between two souls. I partner with one who is in harmony with me. Together we explore what is and might be. Knowing we are there for each other, two hearts beat as one as we take turns replenishing and encouraging the other. I have someone who can bring out the best in me, and I can do the same for another soul, for we are all expressions of divine love. Now, I was asking about illness. Now, what is causing the illness? And just for me, because of what I'm reading prior to here, is not the harmonious relationship that you have, but the non-harmonious relationship. But it next to the path card, this is what they want for you. They want you to find this. They want you to have that energy. Let's see if we can pull some clarifiers from the Nostradamus on the illness for earth signs. Oops. I'm going to pull a couple here. It's time to go a little bit everywhere, okay? 10 of stars. Oh, wow. Okay. You guys got a lot on this as far as where the illness is concerned. I'm not going to be able to read all these, or this will be forever and a day, you know? So we have the Six of Spheres. This again is the feminine energy. New moon in Venus, Virgo, I'm sorry, with Venus also. There is heavy feminine energy going on here. You see the Pope. He has his hands on both books. There was also this that popped out, the 10 of stars. Again, Gemini energy here. Maybe who you're dealing with is a Gemini. The sun in Gemini. We have the dove here. The rooster. This one's running away. Funny stuff. This is holding out, and he's right here. He's got his little book. There's a little arrow. This one somehow holds the key for you. When you will be finding this really awesome opportunity. You may be doing some job jumping, guys. You may just need to find something to get yourself out those doors. Let's see what they have to say, because here's this energy behind it again. Jupiter in Libra. As you see the horse on his back. This is the Four of Stars. You guys, Temperance. And this one just looks really, really harsh. As you can see, he's trying to walk away. This Pope, a person in power position, is really, really going to be handing it to you hard. He's trying to crawl away. There's going to be this big push for you to, they're not going to want to fire you, but they're going to definitely try to push you out. If this is a relationship, the person you're with is definitely trying to push you out at this time. And then we have the Four of Sons. Oh my goodness, guys. This is tough. This is really tough energy for you guys. I feel so bad. Wow. Earth signs. This didn't, I'm really shocked that there's, with water signs and earth signs, there's just some real toughness being handed down to you guys, And there we got we don't have the progression there. Fours are big here, guys. Fours. And that's because they want some stability for you. They really do. The Libra in Gemini, or the Libra, the Jupiter in Libra, excuse me. They really want that energy for you. I'm going to also check into, and I may do an extension on this video with some of this information, because you guys very much, you might need this help, because they are really giving you planetary signs. The sun in Gemini, the 10 of stars, and then when Jupiter goes into Libra again. But that's so tough because, man, it just left Scorpio. So we're going to have to figure that out, because Jupiter, of course, is bringing all that energy of abundance and expansion. So this is another opportunity. And as you can see, the unicorn is piercing the back of the Pope. There's that, looks like a condor on top of his crown. He's kind of piercing him in the back of the neck. Maybe this is a getting unemployment situation, trying to get yourself to go on unemployment. Maybe it is using some of that wild energy. And I never try to recommend upheaval at work, but try to get yourself fired, or maybe be prepared to be fired. Maybe I read this one incorrectly. It just really seems like the hammer is really coming down hard on you. You know, I think you have a family situation where you may have somebody who is like begging you to hang in there and hang tough. Know that your God and goddess and the guides, they want you to walk out that door. You need to find your new opportunity, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to bring you stability. My goodness, 4 stars. Evil to he who opens the newly found tomb and does not immediately close it. This perfectly represents entering a state of being from which it's hard to return, and which, though it may give one opportunity to recover from sickness or sorrow, can also become a prison. In some sources, the unicorn was replaced by the image of the Grail. So after the sorrowful 3 of stars, and you did have that energy in there, 4 offers a respite. Following storms and upsets, a seeker withdraws for a time to live a hermit-like existence. Here it is possible to live frugally, take stock of loss, and to prepare to reemerge into the world. However, there's also a sense of being banished or having to leave old ways and enter into a new. Okay, guys, be prepared to get fired. Yes. This is telling you, then that's okay. That's just following the process. You know what I mean? It's okay. You want to know why? Because they need you to take a time out. They need you to take a time out to get well. They need you to take all the time that you need to get well. Start living frugally. Start and prepare yourself right now. Saving your money, start paying up on bills, put yourself in a good position to take some rest so that you can recover from this toxic environment that has made you sick, earth signs. I mean, it's just the stress of the situation. And then with the family as well, you're going to need to do that. Absolutely. So just start preparing yourself. I'm so glad I did this reading and popped on. I was really, really going to wait till tomorrow to do this after my one live reading, but I was like, no, something needs to be said. Like something may even happen tomorrow that just puts you in turmoil. And I needed to do this earth signs tonight. So this was available to you guys in the morning. I even went live with it. So in Free City, the sound of the lute encompassed by cymbals and great mirth. Let's see what this has to say. So, okay. What we're reading here, I'm trying to read forward and get this done a little faster. What you need to do is get yourself back in balance with source. So you need to become a co-creator again with spirit. You need to really dive in during this time that you're going to take. Go on unemployment, dip into your savings, withdraw from your 401k, whatever it's going to take. You need to become one again with source so that you can work and co-create this path. That's what they're asking you to do, guys. You're going to need to do that. You have to become a co-creator again. Not only has this caused a breakup in the relationship within work, it's caused a rift in your relationship with spirit and who you are at your core. And you're needed. You are needed. And this is, this riding out the Jupiter energy could have gone forward if with some different, reactions from you. It didn't. So with this Jupiter energy, it's ending. And that's the indication here too, just with the cosmos and how it operates. Just with what happened, I mean, that's what you grabbed onto. This is where you're at. So this is about house and home, guys, and about the balancing of your own small kingdom. Your finances are secure, so good job, earth signs for sure. And you might be thinking about leaving a legacy to a child, partner, or friend. From this position of head of the house, you look around and you remember things that have happened. Oh, this is Spears. Did I get Spears? No, that's Six of Spears. Oh, sorry, guys, but still, you know what? I'm going to read this because obviously I was meant to read this. This is for 10 of Spheres. I did not pull that card, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I read it anyway. This obviously fits with the reading. I'm going to go for it. You have to remember the things that have happened, old victories and defeats, and the family line is important to you. Another thing about the family, like I said here, okay? If you have to dip in a little bit because you're about everything you're trying to leave as far as your legacy for your family, it's okay, because as long as you become co-creator again with source, go within with your spirit, kind of change a little bit of your behaviors and a little bit of your discipline. Of course, they're going to find something that nobody wants you to change what you are, but let's find you something that you are compatible, find you your good fit. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the Six of Spheres since I'm already here. And that's great compassion will not be long delayed, for those who give will be forced to take. And this is here, right there. All right. They are saying you need to take guidance from more than one source. And I'm not just talking spiritually. From what I'm being pulled to say here is, while you're taking a time out and getting yourself better physically, your body, your health, your mind, reconnecting, reestablishing your relationship with spirit, there might be some courses out there that could help you get yourself on your path. I think just by doing and correcting your situation through your meditation and your relationship with spirit, and again, you just have to have forward movement so that they can set a path in front of you. If you don't have any forward movement or thought of that forward movement, they cannot illuminate that path. So don't be afraid and don't be in fear, and have that courage that I know that you have, Taurus and Virgo, Capricorn. You've got it. Just don't lose that when you lose this job or when you lose this relationship. You just may need to, you need more than one source to get you onto that path. You've got a whole new beginning coming to you. This is a whole new beginning, something you've probably never thought you would ever do. That's going to be absolutely spectacular. This is about giving gifts to those less well off than ourselves. Perhaps you've had a windfall and decide to share it, either with deserving friends or charity of your choice. Alternatively, you may be in the process of deciding who shall benefit from your wisdom or who might succeed in your role of authority. It isn't always money that's the issue here. It's sometimes seen as Robin Hood card, in which the assets acquired may not always have come from honesty, but there is a desire to pass on the bounty. Again, see, I read the Ten of Spears. These two are kind of emanating one another. Look, guys. And, with this block here, that has a lot to do with Saturn energy. Saturn, you have that black box of Saturn, or the octagon that's at the North Pole of Saturn. You're going to need to take on more than one source. You need to have that drive. Basically, we're talking about robbing Peter to pay Paul with the Robin Hood. So don't worry about all the savings or whatever, the trust fund that you've got going on for your kids. That will be replenished. Really, really work on that relationship with your spirit. and your guides. Really do that so that they can tell you on what's the other source you need or sources you need to be seeking to get you on the path. And do not be afraid to dip into that 401k. Do what you have to do. You cannot stay in this. You cannot stay here. Not only does this the cycle of life, the planetary functioning of the universe is not going to allow you to stay. One way or the other, you're out. So you can either plan and take all these steps that are being offered to you right now through me and through your repair with your relationship with spirit. This job is really just taking everything except your family. So start thinking about that. They need you. We need you too. God and Goddess, that they need you as well. We have a new earth coming and you are part of that and you are loved. You need to be well. You have to be well. This is happening, whether you like it or not. So take the advice, please, and get yourself out of it. Get out, get out, get out. Or be prepared for them to get you out, because that's how you're, and even if you do get fired or you just decide to leave, just remember with this energy, just do it as ethically as you can so that that doesn't haunt you, that doesn't pollute the new start. So we have the Four of Suns here. Those of the soil will be sustained by it. The spade gives hope to every acre. Here you're resting at home. One individual is washing your feet. So this is reference to the nourishment of the soul. It means take care of yourself, guys. This energy is all about, too, with Venus, the new moon of Venus going into Aries. Kind of harness some of that selfish Aries energy there. And I'm an Aries, so I know Aries, Sun, Moon, Libra rising. You can't do anything if you're not well. You can't give if you don't have enough. It's all about you first. You get to you solid. We are this matrix we're trying to shed, this 3D going into 5D, is such a bad way to live. We are trying to come up with, and we are actually revolutionaries of the new way to live. And that is, first, you have to be 100% solid and okay. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you want. You have to love yourself fully, even your flaws, even all those weird things people tell you now is just bad, 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 bad. You don't even have to understand them. You just have to accept them. You have to love yourself unconditionally. You have to take this time right now, Earth signs, when this whole situation comes to fruition, to heal yourself, to, do what it takes to make yourself better. So this indicates that all that goodness is coming to you. Take all of these steps. Get well. Take your happy time at home. Enjoy your family. This indicates coming home to a joyful welcome. It's about unity and the stability of society. Enjoy your friends, coworkers. Go out to the country. Go take a little vacation. Take a break from this whole thing. Wipe the slate clean. Start your relationship there. You guys just need to get away for a while. You need to reestablish old alliances as well, which may have become neglected through this whole thing. This job has just taken everything, and it's just been a bad domino effect. And in general, to acknowledge the value of friends as well as the tried and trusted ideas. Failure to do so is born out of the reverse aspect of this card. So we don't want it to be reversed. If you fail to do that, indicates you may not be acknowledging those who helped you along the way. So think of that as the people you need to start with as far as reestablishing your relationships with these people. And they could also be a part of, bringing about this new path, this awesome new thing that's out there for you. It's going to be everything you ever wanted, as long as you take these steps and keep clear in your mind and follow the synchronicities and the signs. Really take the time to reestablish all your relationships. It does look like you have a very solid home life. So proud of you, Taurus. Look like your finances are good. This may take a dip into that. Do not worry. You have more coming. and take your risk. Take the risks. You got a solid family life. You have friends that love you. Go and reestablish yourself again. Take the time out. Find your grounding again. This one is actually asking you to go in reverse. Go in reverse, guys. You need to go in reverse. Go back to where you were before you started this position, and then reestablish your connections with everything, including spirit, and see where that takes you. You know what, guys? I'm so satisfied with this reading as far as that, but I do want to throw down another card here as for what to expect in the near future. And then I'm going to throw down an oracle card for some guidance from your guardian angels. So what's the advice for earth signs in regards to this situation, either with relationship or work? I really do have to say I'm feeling so much for work because it talks about, stability, finances, and home. Guys, this is more about a career. You thought this was going to be a dream job. You thought this was it. This is awesome. And in turn, it just tore apart the core things in anybody's life, their friend pool, their tribe, your body, your mind, your confidence. It looks like it did provide some financial stability, but that is because Taurus is so frugal. And Virgo as well. Virgo's very frugal, and Capricorns are extremely hard. This earth signs are just, they know how to handle their money. So, and that shows in the cards. So you guys did really, really, really good job. I have lots of cards coming out here. Those are just too many, a little bit all over the place. I'm still going to shuffle these a little bit, guys, see what else comes out. I had like 7 cards come out. That's like a whole new reading. We can't do that. We can't do that. All right. Perfect. You're going to have your tower moment. It's coming, guys. Tower moment coming. Be prepared, okay? Be prepared this Friday. It's happening. Tower moment's coming, guys. But you're not worried about it because you are getting your heads up right now. And if a wife is watching, a cross watcher, and your husband, or if your husband watching and your wife's in this situation, well, have them watch this video, give them a heads up that this is what is going on. And then this is also backed up by the King of Earth. Well, I'm just going to set those. Let them guys absorb that energy right there for sure. Tower, King of Earth. Yep, your tower moment's happening. Of course, it hasn't come out of the sky yet. Doesn't look like it's coming directly, but very, very soon. Very soon, guys. And I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised if it didn't happen. Real soon. I have a feeling that you earth signs are going to be a little reactive, even though some of the energy that's been handed in other readings is about cautioning of reaction. But if that's what gets you out the door and into your process and you're financially secure, you do what you got to do, earth signs, to walk out that door. All right. So let's see what it says about the tower. Everything you guys have worked for so far, at least you guys have a nest egg, good job. I mean, most people don't in that situation. So things happen really fast. And when this comes up in a reading, guys, so take this advice. Appearances could portend to total paradigm shift or a sudden upheaval that takes something away in order for something better to take its place. It could be that I've had an epiphany. Whatever it is, this card tells me unexpected events will very interestingly and offer an opportunity for positive transformation if I remain present with my eyes open. So be aware of the situation. Be aware. Don't let it get any farther than what it's gone. Just be aware of what's going on around you. Just watch now what's happening and take your signs. If you start feeling like this is it and you need to go, then get out. Then get out. I think this King of Earth is going to be giving you some good backup as far as your confidence and where you're headed, and to feel really positive and good about what's happening around you. So enterprising and philanthropy, ability to attract abundant wealth, magnanimous consciousness, manifesting. He's a reliable leader. You are everything, Earth signs. You are a great, great leader in your position as far as family and in work. You've just been handed a bad situation. You've got a bad boss, a bad somebody who is picking on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I have trust and faith in the invisible and know it will manifest in the realm of the form way that I need it to. Opportunity can be found anywhere and everywhere because I am competent and committed. I'm ready for abundance to manifest now in the world of conditions in a form that is aligned with my highest good. I manifest all that I desire, consciously aware of the need to stay focused and grounded in the everyday work required. Yes, you can do this, guys. All you need to do is reestablish that relationship with spirit and everybody else that you have around you that has kind of got on the wayside in lieu of this toxic place you're in now as far as work. You have to be a co-creator manifesting this new path. And you can do it because it's everywhere. But you need to take these steps. You have to take these steps. There's no choice. And if you want it to work out the best, and they want that for you too, they're only doing everything for your highest good. Be that co-creator. Get yourself in the position to co-create, people. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Have that confidence. Know it's gonna happen. Just have faith. Be what you are. These confident, put together signs of the zodiac, the hardest workers, the ones who have the most structured as far as how they handle working, the movement, the physical, the earthly ways we do things. You guys are the kings of that in the zodiac, for sure. I'm pulling your angel oracle cards, guys. All right, so this is going to be a message from your guardian angels. For earth signs, I mean, my goodness, for you guys to have gone through such turmoil in this place of where you are. Bless you. We're going to wish you the best on your next endeavor, and that when you take your time out, go out to the country. That's a high suggestion for you. Take some time out, work on reestablishing those relationships, your friendships, your tribe, the people who helped you get where you are today, that have helped you become abundant enough to take this risk, to know that something better is coming for you, but you have to be a co-creator. They have to know that you're on board. They have to know that you are listening, and that this, not to let that go again, not to let any of it go in. The world is about balance. We can't be anywhere where we're not happy, and we can't be anywhere that takes away so much. That's too much in the earth. This is too much in the matrix. We need you in both planes. We need you to be in this 3D world, but the god and goddess need you in their world too. Your friends need you. You're just a person that needs to have your foot in everything, because you are that kind of energy to everyone. You are also going to be the manifester of good tidings to other people. Your sunshine brings a lot to your friends that is highly missed. You're a little worn from the situation and sick, but you're going to get better. And I can't wait to see the new king that comes out of this situation. Because you know what? You have Michael. You're protected. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding you with protected light. You have God and the goddess and the highest of guardian angels. He's had enough. He's had enough, and he has you. So have that confidence, guys, that not only are you being issued this advice from me ahead of time, and that is definitely through, that's why I was guided to do this ASAP, ASAP, ASAP is what I kept hearing. You got to do it now, ASAP. You're protected. And know that when you take this leap of faith that you are protected by the highest Archangel Michael. He is going to make sure that you're well moving forward, coming out of this. It's okay. He's got you. You're going to be fine, guys. All right. Earth signs, if you feel like you need to have an extended reading on this, because if you feel so lost that this has gotten so bad that you're so lost as your illness and that you have anxieties that are non-confidence, I will do a reading for you. And no, I will not charge you. I will do a reading that will, unless, it gets out of control about how many people respond to that, to get a little closer in and help you connect a little bit better with your guides and spirit immediately. We need to do that. You need to cleanse yourself, take a bath with some lemon and salt, go into meditation, sage your environment too, because when you're sick, all that bad energy does flow out, and all of a sudden everybody else starts getting sick too. So when, that's some good advice to start this as well, is clean up your space, even with the Virgo new moon energy into the Aries full moon. Clean yourself up, clean up some space, do some detoxing, get yourself well and better. Prepare for this, either walk out or that you will be fired. Don't worry about the finances. You did well. And your nest egg, you may have to take away from parts that you put in your trust. No big deal. As long as you're taking all these steps and listening to the signs, reestablishing relationships, because your opportunities come from anywhere. And you working together as a co-creator with spirit, you're going to find you the position that is of a lifetime. So congratulations on that. And I'm so sorry for what you have gone through, but tomorrow's another day. Namaste, you guys, and get in touch with me if you need additional help. All right. Good luck to you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. And you are an inspiration to the rest of the zodiac as far as how we need to handle ourselves and finances and stability. So commendable. Namaste.